Let's grow some stuff. Alright, howdy do peeps. I am, this is another wild and crazy installment of Tipsy Sprouts. Hey, check out my shirt today. Pursuit of happiness. See, you have to do what they call it. You gotta go to the panoramic view when you got a belly like that. Okay, let me get you switched around and I'll show you what I got going, guys. Alright, nice to see y'all. Welcome in, and let me do the twizzle, as y'all call it, over there. I'll be right back. So today's beverage so far, the Rebel Risers, there's 4 of them. They're 8.6, and so yeah, I've got a little, that's odd. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see, I guess, yeah, you can see it, so. I put some wires, some like thin wires, these guys that you see going this way and that. I put some wires on there, that's for the little peas. Remember we planted the peas the other day? That's how the peas are going to climb that step and get onto that trellis and stuff, alright? And then our buddy is the mint. Hopefully Kentucky Swagger has good luck with what I sent him. I did the same sort of scenario over here. Of course, there's a different shape, so it is what it is. I'm doing this time of the day because it's kind of shady, and I can still see the screen and be able to shoot the video, and so here we are. Our little peas are getting close. See, they're climbing onto the stuff, and I got to readjust them a little bit. Like I said, I just put those little wires in there. But I made a huge investment today. I got some live plants, like I said I was gonna do. I got a poop load of pepper plants. Okay, so you get the big picture here. This is the little trellis of the peas. This next row with these white chingaderas are going to go away. They're going to move back to another spot. And then we got a couple of more empty rows. Beyond that, okay, now here we go. I got these cages around them. Again, it's kind of hard to going to be hard to see because it's kind of shady over here. Anyway, I got a bunch of different varieties of peppers this year. I really went crazy with it. This one here is called Garden Salsa. I don't know if it's going to pick up these names. I'll call them out as I show you. Anyway, so I take these little tie wire things and go around there. They're pretty thick. That's the kind of wire that if you were in a commercial building, that's ceiling grid tie wire. I don't want to confuse anybody. Anyway, so we got that's the garden salsa over there. If they didn't have much of a variety of the serranos, this was the best looking. The best looking specimen. There wasn't many left. I don't know if they really just sold out. Anyway, it's not the happy guy, that one. Hopefully you can get kind of the big gist of this. They're about 3 foot apart, so I could plant things in between them. I put these little racks around them. First of all, I'll keep my big ass feet from hitting them until they get grown enough to be seen. This one is Luncheon Orange. This is supposed to be like a sweeter type pepper, maybe something you'd cram in your lunchbox or whatever. And so yeah, I got that one there. All right, and we'll move right along. We have a bunch of them. I tell you, I got like 11 different styles. I'm trying not to bore you with all this. This is a Tabasco plant, heirloom style. This is the good one. All these are GMO products or GMO-free products, so you could actually save the seeds and make more with these. Alright, moving right along. They're all in cages like they're bad guys, eh? Alright, this one here is, I've never seen this one. This is called a cow horn hot pepper. It's not working. Alright. Anyway, they all look a lot the same. The pepper plants they do indeed look a lot the same until they get further along. I got one that looks totally different, and I'm really excited to see that variety. Alright. Ooh, it's soggy out here. It rained like crazy. Remember we just shot that last video last night and it was super rainy, and then I left the irrigation system on. This is Nacho. These are supposed to be like big jalapenos. These are supposed to be like 5-6 inches or whatever. They're supposed to be like huge jalapenos. believe me, I picked you the best specimens that they have. The reason, again, for the cage is kind of keep my feet off of them, and then when they grow up, I will like move them around to help support them in higher winds and this and that. Okay, here we are. All right, moving right along. My trellis in last night's storm blew over. My teepee, and Slim, I don't know if Slim was helping or he pushed it over, what the hell happened, but anyway, the thing got turned over. I used to have 3 plants here, and then now I just have the one. That's a cucumber, that one. And there was like 3 around there, I thought, and then there's 3 around this leg, and there was 4 around the back. I haven't counted on, haven't checked for any casualties back there. All right. So then, in that same row, ooh, it's soggy out here. Okay, we got a jalapeno hot. There was a jalapeno mild also that I seen. I don't know if sorry, I was looking somewhere else. Didn't have the camera angle going the right way. There's a jalapeno hot, and there was a mild, and then there was like a coolio or something. Oh, that's not the right word. It was jalapeno, and supposedly these were peppers. I'm gonna save that one for last. I'm not gonna show you that one yet. All right, let's go. Let's take a little trip around. We'll talk about the hops here in a second too. All right. Whew. All right, so this guy here is a hot golden cayenne. Okay. Yes, hot golden cayenne. Usually the cayennes are like red and green, and then they turn red when they get more ready. I guess these, when they get done, they look more like the picture, which is like the golden. All right, so that's that guy. Again, all the pepper plants kind of look the same, so unless you know what you're doing, I mean, I don't, but I mean, unless you really know what you're doing, you're probably not going to be able to tell which one's which as they're growing. Okay, and then I got some dragon cayenne. Those are the good, like, if you see the picture, those are like the a little more ornamental. Still a wonderful, wonderful pepper. All right, and then so a salsa wouldn't be complete without onions, which remember we have in the front row. We planted those from the sets, the little baby onions. And then you have to have la tomate, tomatoes, and I got them on the thing. I had those from last year. This particular kind, I think, is patio. Oh no, this is better bush. Okay, now when it comes to tomatoes, now this is super important. Remember this part. There's determinate tomatoes and there's indeterminate tomatoes. Determinate tomatoes will fill this cage and produce, it'll only get as big as this cage, maybe a little bigger. You might have to like supersize or like sturdy the cage, but it won't vine out. Indeterminate tomatoes is as if you were to put them on this fence line, because they're just going to keep freaking growing. They're just going to keep growing, and as they grow, the leaves will continue to grow, and the older leaves will die away, and it'll continue to produce fruit, yes. But unless you put them on a fence line or some kind of huge trellis, they're going to get way out of the way. I mean, depending on what you want to do, these are indeterminate tomatoes. In other words, they'll only get just about as big as that cage. Again, I might have to sturdy the cage later. All right, here we are. So we got one tomato plant here, which is what did I say it was? Did I mention it before? There was gonna be big. Oh yeah, better bush. And then I'm very sure that the other one, because I only got 2. I have another one over here, and these are patio tomatoes. And you can grow this variety in a freaking 5-gallon bucket. You know, they look really short. Another thing with tomatoes that you want to know and learn is when you plant them, you want to plant 2/3 of them into the ground. Yeah, so you're going to cover the leaves at the bottom. You're going to plant them super, super deep. Just do that. Just do it. Don't ask why. Just do it. All the other plants that you'll ever get, as best I know, all the other plants that you'll ever get, you plant them just as deep as they were planted when you got them. Okay, so we've got all sorts of peppers out here. Cucumbers don't count for our salsa, but we got all kinds of peppers out here. We've got some onions up front, the bulbs of onions, sets of onions we've planted. We've got a couple different varieties of tomatoes, and here we have, these are cilantro. Sorry, they're kind of, they're not a bad specimen. These will branch out. These will, not crazy like the not crazy like the mint or whatever, but they'll get bushier. That don't look like much now, but that's gonna be a bunch later. It's Mexican parsley, I guess, is another way to maybe put that. And so we got 2 tomatoes, two varieties of tomatoes, and I have 2 of the cilantro. And again, it's Mexican parsley. It has its, excuse me, just watching the plant, not you. It has its own flavor. If you've had any Spanish food ever, you probably had some of this. You know, it's well, Mexican parsley. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. I guess that's done with the main part of the garden, and then to the good stuff is our hops. We got one that I don't see that it's really done much. I really shouldn't even be showing you this because there's nothing to really look at there. I have this other one here. I planted them every other pole, if you remember right. Okay. Focus. Anyway, that is a little hop guy. That's a little hop guy. And I haven't caged it in yet. I will. But that's a little hop guy. And this one over here, I believe, as best I can tell, because it's got a fuzzy stem, is more of the blackberries. Okay, moving right along. Here's my pride and joy when it comes to the hops right here, guys. Look at him. Look at go. I'm trying to get him down to your level or whatever. It's hard to tell what sizes are sizes, but okay, here's my hand behind it. He's, you know, about 3 fingers high. I'm so proud. He seems so happy. He really does. He seems so happy, and I'm gonna get some wires that you see. I got him in the cage, but I'm gonna get some wires to like train him to get to the cage, and then from the cage to the fence line, and so that's that. How about that, guys? Woohoo! And then darn squirrels rough this guy up. That's another one of the same kind. I know he's little. Don't tease me. That's another one of those same kind it looks, but it's just a little spade. And so I'll try to work that one. So far I've had pretty good luck with the hops. Remember I said there was 4 and one was kind of weak. The one that was weak I left at the end because it doesn't get as much water. You know, I probably should have done the opposite. Anyway, take a little trip around the corner real quick like, guys. The green beans, we had a hell of a storm last night and it blew everything around like crazy. The green beans, see why I took you out here in a different when I did, because it's really hard to see in the direct sunlight. Anyway, I won't have much of a choice but to do it out in direct sunlight for long because the sun's going to come up in a different spot. Okay, here's my little green beans. I think they're I forgot the variety. They're coming up pretty good and they're doing well. These are the bush type, so they shouldn't make it to the fence. They don't have trendles. Okay, all right, now we'll skip over here to some more of those same guys. Some more. Let's see a little, like somebody's been eating these. And then I planted these just as beans, just as seeds, and they're already popping up. Here's one that's very young. Get there, all right. So the camera's doing it justice. I can't really see what y'all are seeing. These very, very young ones. That one there is very young. And they kind of come up looking like that, and then they get to that. All right, and then we got a little bare patch. I'm not sure what happened. I'll pump some more beans in the ground there. From there, there's this is the way they start right away. Just breaking out of the ground. Very young one there. Hopefully the camera is doing this justice. And that's the way they go, guys. That's the way they pop up. Alright, and I guess the last thing would be the berries. There it is. That's our berries, boys. There's a couple of them in there. And so, yeah, next week, okay, here's, they start green. They go, like that. Then they turn like this. Then they get really dark. And that's when you want to be wearing your play clothes when you go to pick those suckers, because they'll stay in your clothes. Peppers are pretty cheap all in all, so $56 is that's actually a lot of peppers, but wait till you see this when this gets going. I let an oodle of room. I'm trying to get back around this way. They're usually supposed to be planted 18 inches apart. You ain't seeing nothing there. Anyway, they're supposed to be planted 18 inches apart. Because you're gonna want to plant a garden, because that's what Drunken One does. Leave yourself some room. Don't get overzealous. Maybe you can catch up here and you can see me or not. All right. So don't get overzealous, and I want to grow everything and its brother. Leave yourself plenty of room. You will appreciate it later. If you don't follow my advice here, you'll find that things are going to get intertwined, and you're going to end up with mold and stuff between them, and it's not going to be a good deal. You want to keep down on the slugs being in your garden, and I haven't tried this out before. Yeah, this is not my camera. This is my telephone. Alright, it kind of works. Sort of kind of. You know what I look like. You ain't gonna see me 100%. Anyway, leave yourself room between them. As I was planting each row, I kind of staggered them to where my fat ass can sit on a milk crate and plant the next one. You want some room in between them. You don't want them intermingling so much. It's not necessarily because of those swap flavors, because that's gonna happen because of the bees. All these peppers here are hot peppers, with the exception of just the one that lunch box one, which I got a bunch of varieties I've never tried. Oh shit, I didn't show you the coolest one. Alright, let's go, guys. I'm so excited. Oh, it is soggy out here. Oh, it's really soggy out here. Okay, damn it. And now I'm on this side of the screen. Alright, I will try to see what you're saying. The only thing I didn't get this year was ancho. Ancho are like dark smoky peppers, which around here you can find them already dried, and they're super cheap anyway. I just didn't feel I needed to do that because they were super duper cheap, and you can find them all you want, you know. They're just so common around here. Okay, I got the screen going the other way, so I'm gonna see if I can work it back asswards here. Alright, this one here is, of course you gotta have a habanero. So you can see what I'm doing. Okay, pardon if these aren't as cool as the last shots I was giving you. That's a habanero. He's just a little guy, but I'm trying to wag it because I don't know where it's at. And then a variety I've never seen out on the open market. Sorry if the light's low. Actually, it comes in better than what it looks to me a lot of times. Anyway, whoo, check this out, gentlemen. I so can't see if you're seeing it. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I can't see what you're seeing, or if you're seeing the tag. That, boys, is the Butte Jolokia. It's one of the hottest peppers in the world. That's gonna be in my jerky. Let me pull the tag and I'll show you. I'll make sure you see that one. Look at that, huh? Why does it look backward to me? Anyway, that's a Butte Jolokia. That is like last year or the year before or whatever, that was the hottest pepper in the world. And of course, since then, you know how people are, they gotta try to do it, you know. So I think there's one called something about the Viper or something, Scorpion. It's supposed to even be hotter than that sucker right there. That is like at 1,000,000 Scoville units. I can't school you on Scoville because I want to have more facts if I want to do that. That's one of the hottest peppers ever. That's like 5 times hotter than a habanero, which is 350,000 Scoville units. It's a heatness scale because of the capsium. The capsium is what makes it hot. That's good for you. Research it. Peppers are good for you. It's like, yeah, like I said, like 5 times hotter than the habanero, so it's the bomb diggity, that one. And it's like you probably couldn't eat a whole pepper, not without wincing a bit. I've watched, go research people eating the ghost pepper, Butte Jolokia, B-U, whatever, you figure it out. You start typing it in, I'll figure it out. It's the ghost pepper. Okay, all right, guys, I guess that's it for me. I did pick through my color greens over yonder. And I sent a couple of bags to my buddy, my plumber buddy, and I got a couple more bags, excuse me. I got a couple more bags for the retirement community, and so there's still some more to pick, but I've been weeding through them, and had a pretty good time the other night in the flower bed and in the greens bed. I showed y'all some videos. I did a lot that day, and yeah, anyway. Alright, so I guess that's it for me on this round of Tipsy Sprouts. Y'all be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to hit the notification bell and all that wonderful stuff to where you can see each and every wonderful, fun-filled episode. Oh my god. It's getting thick, isn't it? Good thing we wear boots here because that shit's getting deep. Alright guys, may the force be with you. Adios. Take care and I'll see you next week for the Tipsy Sprouts. Yeah. Adios.